y'all. Okay, I want to let you guys know what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. I've started this process and I want to break it down for you. My goal in this journey right now is I want to get my name out in the community. I want to make sure that I'm reaching out more than just on Facebook or by text messaging or emailing current customers. So, my thought process was that I had to write this big long list of all these local businesses. I was going to call them and I was going to contact them and I was going to be like, you want a free warmer? And then I was like, that was overwhelming and very much the anxiety, let's just say the anxiety went crazy. So, one thing that I started doing is I just started going out more. I work from home, so I'm here 95% of the time. I may leave to go to the bank, I may leave to go up to the grocery store, and that's it. Well, this all sparked because I have a customer that works down in Kennedale who is down at the senior apartment center. It's for seniors only. She works in the office. And as we started talking and having these one-on-one conversations, I just kind of thought, you know what? Would you be willing to let me put in a warmer in your office? And she was like, sure. So I brought down the warmer. I set it up, and this was about 3-4 weeks ago. This may have been almost a month. I think it was right before Thanksgiving. And I think originally she asked me for a donation for their Thanksgiving dinner. So again, she asked me for something, and so basically I asked her back. And that's how this whole thing started. So when they reached out to me and were like, hey, we just need a donation for X amount or whatever so we can do giveaways for our residents. And I'm like, awesome. I went down there. I took a little mini warmer and a bar of wax. And I put it in one of the treat bags, made it look really cute, and I dropped it off. Now, when I tell you about the products that I am giving to these businesses, these are items that I've either gotten free or half price that are sitting here at my house that's not being used. Now, if you don't have product for that you've used free or half price, then think about opening up a party in your workstation and start accumulating rewards. And then think about the different things that you want to order when you get those rewards that are not for you and your personal use. So anytime that we have flash sales, anytime that I have a huge party, I try to think of what is coming up and what type of things do I want to get. I try to look for small, cheap, inexpensive warmers or really discounted warmers that were really nice. Like right now in the clearance section, there's a lot of items that are half off. So that would be something that you could snag. Now, you wouldn't be able to add that as a free and half price item, but if you were placing an order or closing out a party and you were close to that 200, stuff like that may get you to that point to open up the rewards. So I want to show you kind of what I did. So I went in there and I gave them an option of different bars of wax that I had. And these are waxes that may be a year or so old, but they're in the current catalog. Now, what I did today was a little bit different from how I set up at the senior center or the senior apartments, because I'm learning every time that I do this on what to take, what to give them. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I started with. So I had the warmer, and I don't have it now, but I had taken it out of the box because I was going to use it. And then I decided not to because I really didn't have a place for it. And then it was sitting here, and it was a warmer of the month. So I had already given all my samples out of all these things, and the warmer was literally sitting here with no box and no home to be used. That is not making me any money. Now, it's different if I buy a warmer that I want for the house and I plug it in and I use it seasonally because that means it is built or is made for me. It's my satisfaction, my happiness of having that warmer here. But if it's sitting off to the side or sitting up in the top where I have where I have my other items, it's not making me any money. So the only way to turn this around is that I decided to start giving more than I took. So I'm taking some of the free and half price warmers and I am offering them to businesses so I can set up, I can set my display up. I can also have some business cards or flyers or however they are allowing me to do. And it could generate money. Now, if I use one of these products as a display and as an advertisement, then I can actually write the whole thing off for my taxes. So you need to make sure when you start this that you have a notebook or some place that you are writing down the different items that you're giving. You need to know like the wax bar scents and if you're doing the whole bar or partial bar so you can kind of keep track. Originally, I took 3 brand new bars. One was a scent of the month. And then the other 2 were like my favorites, my like just staple ones that I have again in my personal wax collection. I took brand new bars and then I took my cotton cleanups and I was going every week. As life goes on, I could not consistently go every single week on a Monday because things were happening. Then it was like, okay, I'll have to go Tuesday, but that means now it's been over a week since they last changed it. So what I did is I basically made them a little goodie bag. I would give them the bar of wax and a cotton cleanup for each week. So if I know I can't be back for at least 2 or 3 weeks, then I give them a cotton cleanup for each week. Now, if they use too many and they go too fast, then that is on them. And I tell them that they just need to change it out once a week. If they want more, they can add more wax bars or more wax cubes. And I show them how the number in the dish. So I'm like explaining the warmer. So I tell them the number in the dish tells you the maximum amount. But start with 2 and see how it fills up the area. If you need more, add more. If you need less, then you know next time to only put 1 cube in. If they're really worried about the scent and being too strong, then just start them with 1 cube. It's a really great process. So find a business that you go to, okay? Have a conversation with them, even if you don't go. So like I went to the senior center because she had asked me for a donation. I was able to set that up. I've gotten that going and they're actually getting a second one, but I'll get to that in a minute. My husband had to go to the chiropractor. We have a local chiropractor called The Joint, and he was going up there to get popped. And I also had to go to the grocery store. So I was like, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and we rode together. So I took him up to the chiropractic place, and I was just going to let him go inside, and I was going to work from my phone. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go inside. What's the worst that can happen? He's like, I really want you to meet the chiropractor because he's awesome. He's been popping my husband's back and getting it back adjusted after years and years and years of just horrible things going to his body. He was in the military. He does a lot of manual labor. So he's got a lot of tweaks and hurts and back stuff and muscle stuff. So they're fixing him slowly. So I went in with him. I met with the girls in the front, the receptionists, and I talked to them for a while. I gave them a scent circle. I let them know my name. I gave them some business cards, and they were over the moon just about the scent circles. I left some business cards there that they have at the office that they put in there. And then I went back and I talked to the chiropractor while he was popping my husband's back. While they were finishing up back there, because the appointment takes like top of 10 minutes, I went back to the front and I was talking to him and I said, you know, would y'all mind if I brought up a warmer? Would that be okay for y'all? And they were like, we would love one. Because it's not like it has a smell in there, but this way there's actually a scent when they walk in. So I told him that I'd be back this was on Wednesday of last week. I told him I'd be back the next day. I did not get up the next day and go back up there because I was getting ready for an event. So my next thing is I also need to make sure that I am taking in consideration what other things I have going on that my ADHD mind will tell me that is prior or more important, and I will tell myself or talk myself out of doing things. So I need to make sure that I am setting expectations correctly. But I did go up there today. I took a shower this morning. I put my makeup on. I got my stuff together. And as I was walking out with the warmer in my hand, I was like, I need more stuff just in case. Just in case. Like, I don't even know if I ever tested the warmer to see if it worked. I also didn't even know if the light bulb was good. Sometimes we get really great light bulbs, no problem. Other times they short out, or in the shipping process, they end up being unusable. So I decided to grab one of three of the warmer, one of each of the size bulbs, just to take with me. So in this process, I just decided to grab one of my bags. Now, this is a bag that I've had in use for so many different things. I love bags, guys. I love bags. So I have bags for all different types of sizes, with different straps. I mean, I just love bags because I feel like you need to have the right bag for whatever you're doing. So I grabbed this bag. It was great. It's open in the top, and I put the warmer in here. I threw in the 3 different sizes of light bulbs. I also made sure to grab some of my catalogs. Now, I don't leave them a whole bunch. I leave them like one for them personally and then one for them to keep there. So I had these, and they're all labeled. And then I had other things that I have been giving out since the beginning of the season. So I always give out, at the beginning of a catalog, it's the Like, Love, Not For Me. So that way they can kind of start writing down their different scents that they love. Because also on the back is the 10 rub and sniff stickers of the new 10 scents for this catalog season. So I left this with the girls in the front. So they could rub and sniff and they could smell them all. If they wanted to share it, they're more than welcome to. And then I left them some of the product sheets. So the product sheets comes 52 a pack. And normally when you buy them, it's 3 packs is the price. And I can't remember how much the price is. I can't remember. But it's 3 packs of 50 that you get. Fold these up. And then I always make sure to put my sticker. And there's a great spot now where your sticker can go. So I put my sticker on here. Ooh. And this is what I had together for the event this weekend. So it was, I just grabbed it and threw it in here because I didn't know if I needed it or not. So, I mean, and I have order forms in here. Again, this was for my event. And then I had some of my diffuser information. So, like, I'm debating on the diffuser, but because of the promo this month, I may go back up there and tell them, like, hey, we have a diffuser special going on. Maybe later on, if they decide maybe they're done with the warmer, I might put a diffuser up there. I do have 2 premiums and 2 deluxes, and those are for my events that I could temporarily put up there. I wouldn't be able to fill it. I'd possibly give them one of the oils. I'd let them pick out of what I currently have if they'd like to use it. But that is going to be later on because that diffuser costs more than the warmer. So this is something to look at also when you're getting your free and half price items. Is there a place that maybe is more for pods? Maybe you need to get pod products that you could set something up in there and give them 1 pod instead of both of them and try it out for a week. So I'm going to leave the warmer up there and see if I'm going to get any business from it. I'm going to kind of check in with them. I'm also creating them a party, and they told me I could set up a flyer on the wall for people to order and find me. So basically I'm going to do a Photoshop or like a picture of me. I'm going to have my Facebook and my QR code to Facebook, my Instagram, QR code to that, and then I'm going to do a QR code to the Joints private party. That way if they order off of there, the girls in the office can decide, well, one of the ladies, she can decide to keep it for herself or they can share it amongst the office, and maybe it's something that the manager, or I don't think their owner because it's a franchise, so probably the manager, if they decide to do something for there, then that would be their choice. But this is something I'm offering to them. So, and this is very fluctuating. Like, I am not set on anything. I'm very open if suggestions that they have. She brought a lot of this stuff up. So it was really great and really nice that she was willing to work with me, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll be taking that flyer up there tomorrow. I'm going to create it in Canva tonight because basically I'm just throwing some QR codes and I'm not doing a big background around it. It's just going to be white. I have cardstock. I'm going to put that up because papers tear easily. And then that way I can put it on the wall. I also told her that I do a lot of Canva, talked about Canva, the different reasons on why I use Canva, and that I do my own marketing. And she was like, that would be awesome because they do have some signs up in their building, but it's a lot of black and white. So basically it looks like someone Xerox copied something to put out. They have a really nice clear display for it, and then the other one is just taped to the wall. So I'm going to offer her some suggestions. I may even take up or stop by. I may stop by the dollar store and get a really cheap frame, take the glass out, put that behind there, and then take it to them because I like to have a good presentation. That's what I use for events. Is I use really cheap frames from dollar store or even from Walmart when they discount down. I don't even care if they're cracked a little bit because I can always add something to the front to just kind of spice it up. I just need something to be able to stand up straight and show my information. So with that, I haven't had like anybody specifically say, hey, I got your number from either one of the locations, but that's okay. This is a starting process. I need to get my name out there. I have other people, I've posted pictures of me setting up the one at the joint today. And I offered it out to if anybody has a local business or if you are a business owner or you work somewhere local to Kennedale because it's close to me. I don't want to have to drive an hour to set something up because I definitely will not be going out there consistently. I want to try to start local because I want my people in Kennedale to know my name. I want them, anytime they think of Scentsy, to think of Cassie. I want my name always to pop in their head anytime that they talk Scentsy. So I need to make sure that my image, my pictures, my names are out there. Business cards are great. Flyers are even better, and especially if they allow you to put something up on a board or they allow you to post something, you will get more interaction. Now, is there a lot of people that go through the joint? I don't know, but I tag them. I went onto a Google thing. I'm trying to give them as much of an opportunity to get some sales out of this for their packages, along with also promoting myself. Don't feel bad when you're trying to promote yourself when you know that that's the kind of business relationship you're in. Now, I know there's going to be questions about like what happens if they break your warmer. Well, I left the warmer there, so I automatically know that if for some reason something happens to it, I'm not going to make them pay for it. But if they sell it, then I'll take the money from that sale and I will give them another warmer that I can put in the place because I always have warmers coming in. There's a lot of scent warmers of the month that just don't jive with my current theme of the house. Or maybe I like it, but it's just not my favorite. It may sit in a box and not do anything. I may do pictures with it, put it back in, and that's it. And this way I am trying to utilize what products I have on hand to get my name out there. So think about it. Think about the different places you go to all the time. All the time. Now, the post office, I would not even offer to the post office other than giving the individual person like a scent circle because they are not an office setting. It's a federal building and I don't know what their regulations are and I don't want to have to try to figure all that out. That's a little bit maybe later on down the line. That may be something that I'd look into, but not currently because they don't really have desks. They have stations that anybody can come up and ring anybody up. So I'm leaving that alone. But your hairstylist, if you go to any mom and pop store, I wouldn't do it at like the grocery store because again, they're cashiers. They may not be on that register every single day. And that wouldn't be something that I would feel safe for it to be there. So more office settings. If you know of someone, like if your mom or your sister or your brother or your dad or your kids work in an office, this is a great opportunity to ask them if you could put one of your warmers in there. It does not have to be an expensive warmer. It could be the original gray one that you got you possibly got in your kit. If you didn't get one, again, start looking at the flash sales, looking at opening a party so that way you can accumulate free and half price items, and then that way you can use that free and half price items to get one warmer or get two warmers. You can have the two, there's different bundles that you can get with the wax bars and the warmer, or you could get mini warmers. Again, our clearance section is full of warmers right now that are like $25. You can't get that half price because it's already half price, but that's $25 that you're investing into your business that you can turn around and write off for your taxes. So think about how can you get your name out locally in your business. Now, on the second warmer that I am taking up to the senior center. So they had to move the original warmer into another room when they opened up their rec room for a party. And I was like, I have another warmer. Now, this one is not brand new. This is one of my warmers that I've had now for 2 years. I've used it. I've loved it. But it is time for me to make some space for other warmers that are coming out. It's not currently in the catalog. And if I box it up, it's just going to be sitting there accumulating dust. Are you hearing like a theme? There's no reason for you to have any products just hanging around for someone to possibly want to buy something when you can put it to use, to utilize, to either get referrals. It could be a great gift to like your best customer, or maybe even something that you can take to events to show them how warmers work. So I'm taking up the other warmer tomorrow. I have it bubble wrapped because I don't have a box. I've used it. So here's the dish. Here is the warmers. I do not have a light bulb in this because originally I had a red bulb. So I'm putting that off to the side. And I'm just going to take my bulbs up there. I'll go set this up, keep my bubble wrap, and then I will be starting to go through all of my warmers. If it is brand new, it stays in a box. If it has been used, I get rid of the box. I will bubble wrap it, put it into a tote, and I'm going to label them. One is going to be like older warmers. That means I'm not currently using them. I don't plan on using them, but I'm not getting rid of them yet. And those will be the ones that I can go through and either use for events, or I can use to bless a business or bless a customer that maybe has never used a warmer before. And then I'm trying to make sure that I'm being efficient with what I have. I'm not buying anything new right now. I'm literally utilizing any of the products I have left over. I do this for donations. When people ask me for a donation, I look around here. What bundle can I make? What's it for? Is it Christmas? Awesome. Is it like a kid's place? If there's no kids that are there, I'm not going to put a whole bunch of buddy clips in there. I'm going to do it more for either women or kind of whatever their theme is going on. If it's just Christmas and they have people of all ages, then I may make a kids one or I may make an adult one. If they're going to win it, they're going to win it. You just want to make sure that you put all of your information in so they know how to get a hold of you. That's the biggest thing, is how can they get a hold of you to be able to order more. Also, another thing you can do, if you're asked for a donation and you really don't want to, how do I say this? You don't have any product, or you don't want to give away any of your current product, or maybe you don't have anything that's brand new, you can always come up with a gift card. It doesn't have to be expensive. It can be a $20 gift card you have to redeem through me, so through you. So there's no money back. But they can earn the $20 gift card. You can make it any amount that you are comfortable with. On instances like that, normally what I do is the bigger the ones that I say, like if I have someone and it's like a really good organization and they have tons of people, I will see what open parties I have and how much free credit. So say that I have $70 in free credit. I may say that there's a $70 gift card. And then at the bottom, I'll put information, like kind of like a memo or at the bottom, and say what party it's going to. I may even rename the party for the event, and then give some random numbers that I make sure that I write down. That way when they claim it, I know it's them that claimed it and not someone else who saw it. But that's a really great idea for you to have those parties going and that free and half price items that you can utilize and give someone away, or give someone the free and half price items. And that could be a bonus. That could be something that you're able to donate towards, or you can utilize for other things. So I hope that helps you guys kind of understand what I've been going through. I hope that if you have any questions, please make sure to drop them down below. And again, thank you guys for showing. And I am Cassie Bollinger. I am the leader of #NoLimits, y'all. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to follow me for more information, for more tips and tricks on how to run your business, or how to find the sweet spot of trying to do donations, as in what you can utilize in your house. Love you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.